Has your landlord begun to hound you because your lease is about to expire? Do you have a lease renewal document sitting on your desk and not sure if you should sign it? Have you ever wondered what kind of bargaining power you have when you're renewing your lease? We'll answer all these questions in just a moment. Hello everyone. Richard from Pocket Broker, helping elevate your business and individual success through commercial real estate. On this channel, we explore many topics like real estate investing, leasing strategies, and property acquisition for businesses. If this is your first time here, press that subscribe button for more videos like this one. As a business owner leasing space, you'll inevitably find yourself in a renewal situation, but most just don't know what to ask for. It is imperative for all businesses to renegotiate better terms during a lease renewal. If you haven't quite decided if you're going to renew yet, click the card above to see my video explaining what questions to ask yourself to determine if you should renew. Otherwise, in this video, we will define the 4 must-make requests when renegotiating a commercial lease. Request 1. Tenant improvements, round 2. Prior to signing an initial commercial lease, businesses oftentimes receive a tenant improvement allowance, or the landlord will perform the improvements for them. During the renewal process, many tenants feel bad for asking for another one. At the end of a commercial lease, especially a long-term one, your space is in need of repairs. Therefore, owners should always ask for a new tenant improvement allowance during the renegotiation process. While landlords may be hesitant to offer an allowance larger than the initial one, tenants should take stock of their current space and what work is required, asking for an amount that is at least covers these necessities. And if signing a long-term renewal, tenants likely have the renegotiation leverage to demand a substantial allowance, comparable to the one provided at the onset of the initial lease. Request 2. Lowered rent. Business owners may think, there's no possible way my landlord will offer lower rent on a lease renewal. But changes in market dynamics can create a situation in which tenants can successfully demand lowered rent for a new lease term. Especially in today's crazy remote work environment, and with many businesses failing, commercial tenants have tremendous bargaining power when it comes to renegotiating for a lowered rent. To position themselves for a successful rent negotiation, businesses should have a solid grasp of local market dynamics and ensure they're armed with relevant comps when meeting with their landlords. This information can provide the key leverage necessary to make a landlord accept a proposal for lowered rent. Request 3. Rent concessions. When a commercial tenant moves out, there's often a significant gap until the next tenant occupies the property. Between build-out requirements and business timelines, landlords cannot realistically expect to have a commercial tenant move out on a Friday and a new one move in the following Monday. This reality creates a cash flow gap for landlords in between tenants and provides leverage for a current tenant to request rent concessions during lease renewal negotiations. Put simply, it's far easier and more cost-effective for a landlord to offer a current tenant concessions or a period of free rent rather than go through the hassle of finding a new tenant and building out the space to new specifications. Recognizing this, businesses should always ask for rent concessions during the lease renegotiation period. Request 4. New base year for gross leases. If your business signed a long-term gross lease, there's a good chance you've received a base year escalation charge from your landlord. And not all commercial tenants realize they're on the hook for these escalations until actually being charged. If you're in this situation, requesting a new base year can significantly reduce the amount you're charged in a base year escalations. In essence, a new base year means that you'll pay your landlord less in escalation charges each year. Every landlord is in a different financial situation, and not all of them will be able to realistically offer the aforementioned concessions during a lease renegotiation. But for all tenants, you don't lose anything by making these requests, and you potentially gain significant savings. Keep this in mind and be sure to make these requests during your next round of lease renegotiations. If you feel like you could benefit from a commercial real estate broker, please reach out. We can set you up with a talented local broker who can help you through this process. This comes at no cost to you. That will conclude the video. If you have a specific question about lease renewals, ask me about it in the comments section below. Sign up for our newsletter for investing techniques, leasing tips, and market updates. Press that like button if you enjoyed the video. As always, Pocket Broker is helping give you the edge in commercial real estate.